What's up? Black men have to understand that self belief and creativity is more important than mindless hard work. Now, you are a black man trying to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. I have a deep dive guide on all the things of learning who to look up to in black history, eating healthier, having a more calisthenics based workout, becoming more financially literate, and also learning to come together with other black men on a week to week basis to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. If you're interested in that and you know need to be the strongest version of yourself as a black man, the link for that will be in the bio section of my YouTube channel. So just click on my channel and you'll see the bio section right there. You see the link right there. Click on that, internalize that, and be the strongest version of yourself as a black man and win in life. Now, when we dive into self belief, creativity, and how this relates to black men, and this is one thing I've observed that a lot of black men lack. Let me give you an example, and I might get a little more personal. In my life, I feel as though there's a lot of black men who the only thing they got from their father was to get up and go to work. So they just got like a basic get up, go to work type of mentality of just make sure you can survive, make sure you can take care of yourself as far as just getting up and going to work, right? And we oftentimes don't understand as black men the people at the highest are the creative people, the creators, the people who set the standards, right? And you can't get to these high levels in life when you not only don't believe in yourself, but you don't believe you can do it, and you don't believe that that's realistic, right? And I think that one thing that I got to see in my life with in my household with my father is that he lacked self belief. He lacked believing in himself, like he could do something above and beyond. And on top of that, he lacked creativity. He didn't have that many ideas that of he didn't have a mentality of I want to change the world. I want to do something different. I want to, go out there and do something nobody has ever seen before. Right. And I think that we oftentimes we live in a world where everybody wants to be different, right? But the things that separates you is the stuff that you do. So if you believe you're going to do something different, your actions should match up with that, right? But it's a practical way of doing that. It's just believing in yourself and starting. It's not a thing of, you have to. It's not that extravagant of a mentality. It's not that far of a mentality. It's something that can really happen, but there's few individuals who think that they can reach this height in life, and there's black men out there who have that slave mentality, right? Just get up and survive. Just get up and survive. You don't need to be caring about thriving, because thriving is unrealistic. Your true dreams and what you really want to do, that's unrealistic, right? And I'm a person that it played a big part on my belief system when I was younger, when I noticed that my father just didn't have that mentality of really like running the world, ruling the world, taking over, creating something, making something powerful, right? He didn't have that mentality. He had a mentality of just get up, go to work, and you'll be good, right? And I feel as though there's a lot of black men out there who have that similar experience when it comes to in their household. And now I'm not saying that that's holding me back, because it's definitely not holding me back at all, and that shouldn't hold any black man back. But what I'm saying is we have to understand and we have to internalize that it's about how much I believe in myself, and it's about what I'm gonna make in this world. It's not about how I'm gonna play the game of life. I'm creating my own game, and I'm gonna win at my own game, right? And I think that this doesn't mean much. A lot of people won't take it serious because, yeah, I'm not super successful yet. I don't make a lot of money yet. I'm not at this super high level of success, right? But I understand that, and I can observe that that's a gap that we are missing a lot when it comes to black men, and that's probably one of the reasons why we're always the laborers, the slaves. we're kept from the intellectual side or the thinking side of things and the people who design and create things, right? And that's the thing we need most of all from black men, to be creators, the designers. You know, we're making things, we're producing things, we're not consumers and we're not laborers, right? And that's something that has to switch inside of us. And we can't always listen to the people, the older generation, about certain things, because a lot of it is capped off. It's capped off when it comes to the abundance of what you can do in this world, right? I have a mentality of I can do a lot, right? And it all starts with taking action and taking real practical steps. And that's just one of the things that we lack, man. We lack saying, like, believing in ourselves and conditioning ourselves to say, you know, I can go out there and win. I can create something that nobody has ever seen. I can make something. And this could genuinely look like you can become a doctor, you can become an RN, and you could create something within that space, right? It's a thing where only your mind knows how to create these type of things that the world may need, or what the world is looking for, or what your people are looking for, right? That's the beautiful thing about creativity. And that's something that we just lack. We really are more in the mentality of get up, go to work, go to college, get a basic job. That's it. But human beings are more complex than that. That's why we need community. That's what we need our community to be able to create, build. This isn't this. We got to get out of this individualistic mindset and out of this dual mindset of I just got to wake up, be by myself, and survive. I'm out of that mindset. You know, I'm fully breaking away from that mentality, because I know that's a life that leads to being miserable, because it goes against a nature of a human being. A human being is meant to create. A black man, most of all, is meant to create. A black man is meant to stay in his nature, because that's where he's gonna thrive. He's not gonna thrive in a place where it breaks him away from who he is and his human nature and his nature as a black man. Right? So these things we have to understand, because when we don't understand this, we're going to chase a perception of success that isn't really compatible with your nature as a human being, which means that ultimately it's going to lead you being unhappy, and you were sold a promise that this is going to make you happy. And when you get those things, or you chase those things, you start to see that it's pretty meaningless. It's pretty meaningless, because it doesn't give you the thing that satisfies you as a black man. So if you're not creating, if you're not socializing, if you're not building with other like-minded individuals, it doesn't matter. That's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.